5 Best Things to Do in Aosta Valley, Italy. Have you heard of Aosta Valley? Valle d'Aosta, Italy's smallest region, surrounded by Europe's highest peaks and snuggled between France, Switzerland, and Piedmont, Italy. This northern Italian region is brimming with historical, culinary, and natural treasures. This is the heart of the European Alps. Though a favorite alpine holiday destination among Italians, Aosta Valley is virtually unknown to the rest of the world. Valle d'Aosta is made up of a central valley, from which branch 13 side valleys. You could spend weeks exploring the many hamlets and trails of these glacial and river valleys. Some of these side valleys branch into Gran Paradiso National Park. Number 5. See Roman ruins in the town of Aosta. Aosta town is the capital of Aosta Valley and the region's largest city. In 25 BC, the Romans occupied the region and founded Augusta Pretoria, which is modern-day Aosta. Because of its proximity to the Great and Little St. Bernard passes, Aosta has always been a very strategic intersection in the Western Alps. Evidence of the Roman colony can still be seen throughout the historical center. Notable sites include the Roman Bridge, Augustan Arch, the Praetorian Gates, the Forum Cryptoporticus, the Roman Theater, and the city walls. While there's no fee to see the gates, walls, and arch, there's an entrance fee to visit the Roman Theater and Forum Cryptoporticus. Number 4. LaSalle. LaSalle is a village between Courmayeur and Aosta. The base of the village sits at 891 meters, while the top, Planival, is located at a lofty 1762 meters. We recommend zigzagging your way up the village for sunset views of Monte Bianco and the surrounding mountains. You'll pass the tower of Castello di Chatelard on your way up. In summer, there's a restaurant at Planival, the top of the village, that you can visit. It's also the trailhead to a bunch of hikes. For an off-the-beaten-path adventure in Aosta Valley, you can hike to the ridge Colonel de Bard, 2178 meters, from Chalison and LaSalle. This 2-hour hike, one way, is best tackled in summer and early fall. We hiked here in May, and it was difficult to follow the trail due to snowfall and fallen trees. Crampons were a necessity. The trail follows a gravel road for 10 minutes before sharply veering right on a forest path. You'll follow the forest trail for about 15 minutes to the peaceful Arpels hamlet. From here, continue straight and follow signs to Planta Monumentale and the yellow circle with 2. Number 3. Explore Gran Paradiso National Park. Gran Paradiso National Park, Parco Nazionale Gran Paradiso, is a protected area located in both Aosta Valley and Piedmont. From the Aosta Valley side, you can access the park from Valle di Cone, Bolsavranche, and Valle di Reims. This is a helpful map to visualize how these valleys extend into the Gran Paradiso. The history of Italy's first national park is tied to the protection of the ibex. In the mid-19th century, the ibex population was rapidly dwindling. Luckily, King Vittorio Emanuele II declared the Alpine region a royal hunting reserve, thus safeguarding the population from extinction. By 1922, the hunting reserve was donated to the Italian state for the creation of Gran Paradiso National Park. Today, the park's ibex population continues to flourish. While you're out exploring the park's valleys, keep your eyes out for herds of ibex. There are many ways to experience Gran Paradiso National Park. In summer and early fall, you can embark on rewarding day hikes, as well as multi-day hut-to-hut tours. Check out Cicerone's Guide to Walking and Trekking in Gran Paradiso. In winter, you can go snowshoeing and cross-country skiing. Climbing and cycling opportunities abound as well. Number 2. Tour the Aosta Valley Castles. A string of castles decorates the central valley of Aosta, adding a level of enchantment to this corner of Italy. Simply driving through the valley affords you terrific views of the many hilltop castles. However, one of the best things to do in Aosta Valley is to visit one or several of these eye-catching buildings: Fennis Castle, Sar Castle, Bard Fortress, Savoy Castle, and Seria de la Tour Castle, St. Pierre, are all open to the public. To see the cast interiors, you must join a guided tour. At this time, tours are only conducted in Italian. Number 1. Hike in Courmayeur. The Italian Alps frame Valle d'Aosta in epic fashion. As you journey deeper into the valley to Courmayeur, the snow-capped mountain views become increasingly more dramatic. Courmayeur is an alpine town at the foot of the towering Mont Blanc, Monte Bianco, massive. It's also one of the most sensational hiking destinations in Europe. For a short day hike, head to Hermitage, 1467 meters. The trailhead to LaSalle, 1810 meters. To reach Hermitage from the center of town, drive up Strada Grand Rue in the direction of Villiers-Inférieur and Plan-Goret. From Hermitage, it's a 50-minute ascent to the LaSalle, a mountain hut situated on a high plateau. From the plateau, you'll have staggering views of Europe's highest mountain, Mont Blanc, and the many peaks that mark the French border. Many more hikes begin in Valle Veny and Valle Ferret, two valleys that extend in opposite directions from Courmayeur. You can visit the local tourist office in town. Address: Piazza Monte Bianco, 1511,013 Courmayeur. For maps and trail recommendations. When to visit Aosta Valley. Valle d'Aosta is a seasonal destination. Italians vacation here chiefly in summer, hiking and cycling season, and winter skiing season. If you come off season, it might seem lifeless. Many properties in the region are second homes, which means that outside of those peak seasons, many areas in the valley are empty. We visited Aosta Valley in May. While traveling to Aosta Valley off-season has its advantages, it also feels rather dead. Many restaurants and businesses are closed. From a weather standpoint, spring is a tricky time to visit. The weather isn't stable, and there's a good chance that many trails are still covered in snow. That being said, we still had a great time in Aosta Valley in May. We just know we want to come back in summer. Stay in Aosta town. Budget Maison du Noyer is a clean and comfortable guest house located above Aosta 10 to 15 drive. It's ideal for exploring the surrounding countryside. Mid-range Relais Bondas is a stylish family-run hotel in Aosta. The location is superb, and the breakfast is excellent. Luxury Hotel Milalusi is a beautiful hotel in Aosta, with panoramic views and spa facilities, including an outdoor pool, sauna, and Turkish bath. Breakfast is superb. Subscribe to our channel for more similar videos.